VBIDs, so vehicle-borne IDs, which you guys can see and deal with. So you guys should be fine. Don't worry about stepping on anything, okay? You guys aren't gonna step on anything bad. So yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we only had vehicle IDs, right?
Yeah, basically.
That's the biggest threat.
Okay, so then we will take the side road to checkpoint Oscar and continue to the Colton Mine. And from there directly western to High Point Bravo. Since we aren't on the road too much. Helicopter should take a radius around ID Factory to do not warn them before we're there. Yeah. We're good to go, I
Okay.
guess. Hompre, you've got a PTS?
Question.
I wanted to suggest, since 2-1 Bravo is MG team, we could head up down the middle past checkpoint Mike head to Charlie, see if those two buildings, since they seem to be big ones, are 2-story, which would enable us to look all the way to the D factory.
From the High Point Alpha?
Point Charlie.
Point Charlie, so rally. That's
yeah,
like
it's rally.
it's 50 meters lower than Alpha.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's not good.
It's lower, but if those two are 2-story buildings, we would be able to see the ID factory.
I don't want to split up to keep firepower at our vector.
I
Copy.
agree.
Yeah, I would suggest that we set up the MG nest at Hill 101. Do we have an assistant MG gunner for the ammo?
2-1 Bravo has assistant.
Okay.
Quick PTS, permission to load assistance ammo into the Humvee.
Wood good.
You guys have extra ammo in all your vehicles, so you guys should be fine. But if you want to load extra stuff into your vehicles, that's also fine.
Okay. Then we now have got the plan. We're heading to checkpoint Oscar, to the mine, to High Point Bravo, and eventually split up between High Point Bravo and High Point Alpha, and then approach ID Factory from two sides. The vehicle with the M2 on top will. Do we have an M2 Humvee?
Yep, and the M240.
Okay, so M240 will be first, then the M2 will follow.
Right. Sorry to interrupt. Whoever who's a reserve and maybe or person who didn't sign up are clear to pick roles now.
Alright, I'm just gonna take the assisted MG gunner though.
You have 3 Humvees, 2 armed, and we have 2 Hiluxes. We want to have the ANA forces in one vehicle, or do we want to spread them into 2 just for mobility sakes in case a vehicle gets downed and so on? I think it would be nice to have, like, you know, spare vehicle.
Yeah. So we've got in one Humvee fits 5 persons. So
Question, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked about it, but didn't got really an answer. Second mission is to search for intel and prisoners. Is this at the IED factory, or is this in a town nearby, or what's going on?
At the IED factory.
Copy.
So, because there's like a bomb maker in the area, if he is there inside the IED factory, it would be really nice if you guys could capture him because he probably has valuable intelligence. So, try to look for the bomb maker.
Do we know how he looked like, or like any identification, or is he most likely unarmed?
Most likely unarmed. Other than that, we have no idea what he looks like. It's very recent. These new IEDs have been like hitting our guys, so like we don't know anything.
I'm a little bit confused by your radio. So, third squad Anna is hearing SR80 for platoon, and Apache 21 is hearing SR50 for platoon. Or did I read it wrong?
So
Platoon
High
and high
com-
command are different elements.
So, as far as I understood, each fire team has one frequency. I personally might want to change that. That I want at least
Yeah.
my squad in one team. The other, the lead element of the Afghan forces, I think they should do the same and just merge on signal 80, while squad leads stay on 77, I assume. And the helicopters can use internal 200, but also listen in on 77. And yeah, I would be happy if Alpha is both fire teams on 50 then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like your fire teams, this is how you guys start off, but you guys can change it however you want. Just make sure everyone understands what's changed. So other than that,
Yeah. I want everyone who is American, so Alpha and Bravo on short range 50.
Affirm. You said 5-0, right?
5-0.
Copy. Random, please don't bring it up. Didn't know he loaded in.
Right.
What was that?
0, you have a PS?
Yes, my fire team appears to be a machine gun team with one rifleman. Where would y'all like that to be set up? I personally think High Point Bravo would be pretty nice for it.
I personally would bet that the American squad sticks together at Alpha, as we are depending on the location, really. But I would suggest to keep the two fire teams together, and the ANA can provide Overwatch or something. We have to see how it looks in the field. What's the best approach?
There's going to be a lot of trees in the valley. So
The spelling is that we will all rally up at High Point Bravo. The convoy will be led by the Humvee with M240, then the M2 Humvee, and then the two Afghan Force tacticals or whatever they are. We're taking the north route through Checkpoint Charlie and the mine, and then over the field at Hill 120 to High Point Bravo.
I just want to reinforce that High Point Alpha and Bravo is not that Alpha goes there and Bravo goes there. It's just a numeric, list of high points to identify them easier.
Yeah.
Rest of the planning needs to be handled in game as we've hit the 15 minutes mark.
Check.
Let's go, gamers.
One just flopped over and died.
This is so
What's up? Hang on, I gotta get through the disclaimer.
I'm lying.
This is a work of fiction.
Let's go find some IEDs. Oh yeah.
We don't need a narrator.
Copy, don't step on an IED.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best.
Whatever one we call you.
Ryan's got good
Music.
Oh my god, I have the big gun.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll get my shirt set to 80 when I can. Who's my machine gunner?
Carries my fucking my boots.
You carry both. How much ammo do you have?
The reason I don't have a radio. I need to get that.
Because you don't like
For platoon.
Yeah. Long range test.
Okay, so for Alpha, we are going to be 6 set alt freak to 50 for Platoonlead.
Good check.
Yeah. Hang on, I think that's what he told me.
You know, we don't get radios. Wait, actually, I can check your phone. You don't get radios. You have a lot.
You don't have radios? Okay, that's fine.
Oh well. I'm gonna actually take some of these. So not that heavy. There you go.
Alright, that's fine. I mean, I'm not even heavy. I'm like 65.
Get more bandages on me.
Long range check.
I'm walking backwards. I cannot stop. Cannot stop. What the
Reporting in.
Good check.
Alpha 15. Did only team leads have the radio?
Team lead
squad leads and officers at any time.
Okay, Draken, do you have a long range?
Stay firm.
Okay, I don't. Interestingly enough.
You have third person? Oh, hell yeah.
Wait, you don't have a long range?
Yeah, I don't have a long range. Oh well.
Supposed to not have.
That's interesting.
And players like.
Golfin, mark yourself, please red.
Oh well, I'm fine.
Mark yourself, please red. And you will be on 50, I guess, too. You will be also on channel 50.
Oh yeah, I'm already.
Martin.
Yeah.
Martin, do you want the medic to be attached to the infantry or to be attached to you?
It should be attached to the infantry, but stay back. Because
Yeah,
we're...
to me, I will have squad leads.
Yeah.
I'll keep him with the squad with me, basically, but close to them.
Do we want to assemble somewhere for planning, or we good?
Yeah, I'm good. Please make sure that everyone's regrouping in the farthest corner of Alpha and Bravo, because I want to make a squad going.
I am Pashtun American translator, okay? We find bomb guy, I go, where is bomb? Okay? He telling me bomb. I tell American, where bomb? Okay?
What if he give us a go?
Do we want team leads on their respective frequency or platoon as well?
Okay, good trade.
I mean, I don't see the point why there's freaking... Wait, what is the question?
Since there is specific frequencies to reach each team of a squad,
that's nuisance if there's only one guy with a
Biden, you're Alpha. You will take the Humvee with M240, okay?
And you can listen in on 77.
No. I say to Zoran in second.
And if Alpha and Bravo can regroup in the northeast, in the east of the outpost by the tower, please.
I want 2 daughters.
Do you want us to bring our whole squad or just squad?
Yes, everyone.
Copy. Alpha, meet up.
Zoran, I would suggest that Alpha is taking the M240 Humvee and Bravo the M2 Humvee.
Sounds good.
Are we going to have an in-game briefing to finish off what you want to say, or just gonna go with
We
what
just
you
loaded in this one as much as we can.
Guys, I want to organize Alpha and Bravo is in one squad, so please hurry up, get your asses over
Yeah,
here.
where is you?
Anything in here, holy shit.
Well, there's already.
We will take the third Humvee without we're driving in the middle of the convoy.
So we'll have like.
He's in the
I
northeast,
guess
right?
because we don't fit all in the 2 other Humvees.
We should put my music
down. Hopefully that's more than enough.
I don't hear it, so never mind.
Copy, we're coming.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. So,
Busy playing dress up second.
yeah.
Okay, you know what? Just leave quads as they are. I can't be bothered now if no one's showing up to make the fight, to make one big squad.
Why does he have an AK?
Fine.
Yes, I know it's confusing.
And I'm important, so I get the good.
Listen, this is very important, very important.
I'm leading 2
Okay,
fire teams.
only Drakon here.
I'm leading Bravo and I'm leading Alpha.
Yeah.
You want to get platoon with platoon on a frequency we can't hear, or just everything on the
We
same?
have 77 for that.
But
Yeah.
it's high command. Platoon lead.
It is.
It's
Martin, you fire team leads.
I don't have a long range. Look, I only have 2 frequencies I can use.
Yeah, go on a frequency with Martin so you can speak to him.
He's
without-
on 77. It's alright. I hear him.
It's fine. We are on 77 long range. If I need to contact any other element, that's fine as well. Just be on 50 and I'm on 77. You can listen on 77 and that's fine. But we don't need additional because more or less we will stay close by to each other anyway.
We don't fit into the Humvees, so we will take the third with us, but it will stay back.
That's fine now.
Okay, yeah, no, definitely. It would be good to have additional ones. Okay,
Yeah.
Bravo. Bravo, you take the M240 Humvee, Alpha takes the M2 the 50 call. So get your people mounted.
Yeah. Golfin, you stay with us for first. That you're not in the first vehicle, which gets maybe blown up or so, because you're very important.
Get ready and mount up.
Yeah, you are a medic.
Medics, right?
No, yeah, we've got 2 medics only, so you're important.
Okay. No one complain about stitching.
No.
Helicopter go brrr. You say 50?
Anna and Apache, are you ready?
A firm will be ready in just 1 second on yes.
You taking this one? Okay.
Right, hack fraud, anti-reserve copy.
Copies in the arsenal, I think.
Not RHS. It's a 3CB Humvee.
Yeah, we do.
What?
Hold on, let me go get some something out of the arsenal.
Fuck is Masai?
Messiah is not in the game.
All have
Messiah is in the game.
Have their own radio, or is it only US team
It
lead?
was really muffled. I thought it was Masai.
Messiah is in the game. What are you guys talking about?
There he is.
Biden, you've got the M2 Humvee.
Windows down. I can't fucking hear anything.
There's more. I can fit more ammo in here. Fit more.
What?
You're not in the M2 Humvee. That's the M2 Humvee, and that's the M2. That's the M2, and that's the M240B.
That's the 50.
Yeah, and you should take the.
Get in the 50.
Okay, then never mind.
Well, then I messed something up.
What is the
Definitely.
50?
Hi.
We in the unarmed Vic?
That's Platoon and me.
yeah.
Because in this one.
Yeah. Which one is
Platoon,
Alpha?
me, and Platoon, Zorn, and Medic.
Now,
So
just to
offload from Alpha to Bravo anyway, we couldn't get to that part.
we will see it once we are there.
Double
I
click
think
it.
Platoon made it clear that we go together to High Point Alpha, and then we see how we continue.
Alright. I believe wasn't listening. Do we
Um, I would suggest that your 2 squads are already here and get their vehicles in position for the convoy.
Yes.
Yeah, but which vehicle will lead? Which, like, the order of the convoy?
The 240.
M240 unarmed.
You can put extra.
The M240 should lead, and the M2 should follow because of a larger fire range.
I really hope we don't transfer ammo or ammunition.
So M2. So to confirm, Alpha is in the M240, right?
Yes.
Bravo. Alpha is in the M240. Bravo is in the M2 Humvee, the 50 cal.
Yes.
I would suggest to have 2 lead as the second vehicle, so we will be able to have fast overview on what's going
I
on.
kept firing the whole time, by the way.
So first M240s and Reese and M2.
Yes, that's what I would suggest.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we see what's going on in the front and we can react. So please not here, not now.
Yeah, no, it sounds appreciable.
Who's driving?
Okay.
Not me.
Which one is the first vehicle? Sorry, 240.
It's a 240, yes.
Okay. Okay, Alpha, copy.
Hey, more
Wait, so this
Right
is
here.
Alpha?
Alpha, first vehicle with the M240. Second vehicle will be platoon lead.
What are you?
Third vehicle will be M2. After that, most likely will be the 2 off-road, the Hiluxes. Please confirm.
Brandon, you're gonna want
Alpha
Hmm.
copies. Bravo cut. Bravo's gonna move the Vic in position.
Bravo for Anna.
Confirm.
Over.
Leave the compound and stage on the road. Copy.
Bravo for Anna.
Alpha, question, what are you? We're taking off, that's what you just said to do. Firm with 15.
2 minutes. When it's 2 minutes. Are you a Jamshid? The RPG man?
40.
Get in the
I'm
vehicle.
the vehicle which is leading the convoy, because it's has the...
Anna, how copy?
And
Who's
the
in the
M250,
Messiah?
the 50 cal has a
in
longer
the
range and is the third
Am I not
vehicle
supposed to
in
be in
the
this
convoy.
truck?
Draken?
Red team with me.
Okay. Messiah is no team. He is white.
Did you get me on long range?
No, I did not hear you on long range.
Long range test?
Long range. Long range reset itself apparently.
This is Apache, good copy.
Why is red inside a blue truck?
Apache squad leader.
Come on now.
Apache, good copy. Okay. You will follow with the last 2 vehicles, vehicle order in your on your decision.
Are we going to? Is the Afghan force going to checkpoint Oscar, or are we following behind with the Americans into checkpoint in November?
You will following behind us
Japanese, you know.
because we've got the firepower on the Humvees. which will be necessary if something is going to us.
Everyone wearing glasses. You look like Hideo
Okay.
the desert, you know. High tech Japanese.
Okay, we're good to go.
Test vehicle, move ahead. So we can group up. Okay, hold. Me.
Anna, are you hearing?
We're right behind.
Okay, then we can continue. Yeah. Soren takes the lead.
That's confirmed. We good?
Yeah, we're cleared.
Repeat last.
Convoy is cleared, halt, we're moving.
Convoy move. For now, go with like 60 PH.
Ataki, this is high command. Are you guys ready to move?
High command, this is platoon lead, we're ready to move, we're moving already. There's no name for platoon leads, that's a little bit tricky.
Then you're Apache and I'm
2-0.
Just a recommendation, we might
Yeah.
want to set a speed limiter so that way we don't crash into each other.
Speed limit, set speed limit to 50.
70.
Okay. Set speed limit to 70.
Speed limit 70. Distance between the vehicles 50, something like this, so D-Sync has enough space.
It's Arma. Platoon for Pelican, over.
Your I don't know, just call it.
I take platoon simply because don't know. Yeah. Pelican, do you listening?
Explosion west.
Copy, eyes on.
Mm.
Convoy slow.
Pelican, do you listening?
Pelican, are you on frequency?
I'm here.
Shots fired, shots fired. We're pushing over, holding.
Taking shots.
Yeah, it's from the boss.
Full speed.
Answer them.
Yeah, I'm here.
Anna, keep rolling, we're ignoring the shots. Pelican, how copy?
Yes, copy, I know. I've tried to get intel. We're just pushing through apparently. So yeah.
Pelican, do you listening?
Hostile.
Boss is possibly hostile.
Hold at checkpoint mine for regroup.
Yep, I see 2 combatants. Up for now.
Keep distance 20 meters.
Try and circle around the bus on one side so we can light it up a
How
bit.
do we proceed?
Yeah, Mary, you have to keep them updated on everything that we do.
Let's talk to them.
Okay. Do you want to do the talking or do you want to?
Yeah, we'll do the talking.
I'm sorry, but we're not allowed to dismount the vehicle.
I can't really see them, but I can light up the general area.
Hello guys, can we go further on this road?
Where are your documents?
Can we go further on this road, or is it blocked for a reason?
No knowledge of you guys supposed to be coming through here.
Yeah, sorry for that, but we're in an operation, we could say much about it. So can we please pass?
You guys can move ahead now.
Thank you. Road will be cleared in a minute.
Wait a second until it's clear. Do you want us to proceed to High Point Alpha then to the compound?
Let's wait at hill 120.
Do you
And
want us to push to 120 then go off-road directly to 120?
no, take the road to the mine. It would be better. All units, engage the checkpoint. Engage the checkpoint.
Get the checkpoint.
Pelican, do you copy?
Yes, I do.
Pelican, we need fire support on the checkpoint right now.
Engage the checkpoint. Engage the checkpoint.
With checkpoint.
One next to checkpoint, Mike. The one we're swing. So light them up, I guess. There are friendlies
Positive.
inside. We're extremely close.
This is an arrow. Blue, green, so I wasn't thinking.
Pelican, for your information, checkpoint has been cleared.
I have 7-7 set as my secondary, so...
Completely alone, so driver gonna stay mounted.
Yeah.
This is east, I have no sight.
Can you ask him direction of the engagement?
Hmm.
The checkpoint is clear. At least that's what they said, they're not giving us any more info.
Pelican, we got incoming fire. How copy?
Oh, yeah, turn around where the tracers are going. I'm gonna light it up. I don't see this right. Turn around. It's to our west. Northwest about.
West. West?
50, focus east.
I was AFK. What happened? In my direction.
I don't see
Turn west.
not hover. Keep going, keep going.
Pelican, do you see any enemies near us?
Negative. Engines down, engines down.
Platoon, do you want to punch your Alpha and Bravo shot, or do you want us to hold?
All units, be advised, Pelican is down. High command to platoon.
This is high command.
Should we go to the crash site of Pelican and rescue them?
Head to crash site and see if there's any survivors. ISR has put it on the crash site. You see at least one survivor.
Copy that.
Northeast about 100 meters, so we can
This
get a little
is
flank going.
Pelican. Ditched is the only survivor. Never mind. We have 2 survivors. Pilot is down. Repeat, pilot is down.
This is platoon. We copy pilot down. 2 survivors. We're coming. We're getting you.
Do you want us to mark position with smoke?
Wait a second.
Don't go too fast. Don't go too fast, Hakfra. We're going behind you.
Yeah.
Okay, Bravo's already heading east. Alpha, I ask you to go northeast along the road.
Apache Anna for platoon. Over.
AN forces to platoon.
Plans changed. We get the guys from the Ely back first.
Understood, platoon. 5 mount up, we're going to rescue the down helo.
Wrong net, wrong net. Copy. Bravo, try to assist. Don't follow Alpha. Flank. Which vehicle is further north? Okay, Bravo.
Golfin?
Alpha, you follow the road northeast.
Takes the last Humvee and follow us slowly, okay?
Okay.
This is Pelican, we're being engaged by hostile infantry.
This is platoon lead. We copy. We're on our way.
We're surrounded on all sides.
Bravo, hold. Cover
Be
Alpha
advised,
a little bit.
AN forces are moving in from
Then
your
get
west. Do
yourself
not engage
ready
us.
to move straight east.
Copy that.
We'll be coming from the bearing of the white smoke.
From here.
I don't actually see where the fuck Alpha went. I see the entirety of the hill.
We're going to mark our position with purple smoke.
I don't know where they went.
They just kept moving up.
Negative receives the smoke from your fire.
Okay.
Wait, aren't you Alpha?
Copy that.
I'm platoon.
Ah, never mind. Oh, hello, Platoon. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Bravo.
Any medical here?
Bravo.
Any medical?
I don't know my call sign because it's not stated in the Warno.
Listening a bit more closely to the radio.
Copy.
Okay.
Let's go, we're moving up.
You want Bravo's split to stay here or move with the vehicle?
Bravo stays with vehicle. Anderson goes to Alpha. Alpha keep heading east.
Anna to platoon.
This is AN.
What's your status?
We are at the down helo now.
Can you get to the survivors and pick them up?
Working on it.
Wait.
Copy that.
Nope.
Everyone
We're
mounts.
good. Everyone get in?
Yeah, everyone get.
Zorn?
Okay, where exactly are the people you want to see? Check out?
They're on the hill right over there.
Those people running up?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Golfin, stop.
AN forces to platoon.
Golfin, stop.
The crash survivors. We're medicing now.
Copy that. Our force is coming for support. Get in.
Thank you.
Yeah. We can't just leave a vehicle because then it's blown up or IED'd or something like that. Apache for platoon.
Be advised, this is Eagle 2, how copy?
Eagle 2, this is a good copy.
I'm gonna go check
Eagle 2 proceeding to land.
Eagle 2, be advised, we're taking hot fire from the east. Landing zone is hot.
Roger.
Eagle 2, be advised, you are landing right on top of enemy EI.
Recommend
Be
pulling
advised.
southwest.
I've got my gunners. All enemy EI are neutralized.
Bravo, cover east, south, southeast.
Get me the bullets in the chopper now.
ANA, this is Apache squad lead. Did you copy last?
Good copy. We have 2 down, we're going to be moving now.
Good copy.
Okay.
You'll be advised, the crew is currently injured. They will be with you as soon as possible.
Okay, so we're covering
Eagle 2 copy.
Bearing 90.
Okay, what's the situation on enemies?
I mean, we had some sparse contacts as far as I could see over there in the valley, and basically with the helicopter landed. So there's not a firefight going right now, so it should
Okay.
be fine.
Okay, then that's good. Did you lost somebody?
What's going on?
Alpha and Bravo sit rep.
ANA, what's your status?
We're assisting the pilots while they move to the Chinook.
Any casualties on your side?
Bravo or green?
Negative,
Alpha,
we
you
are
green?
full effect.
Copy that.
Okay. The situation is that the helicopter crew is getting exfiltrated with the helicopter we're covering this right
Confirm
now.
all in.
Confirm.
Negative, negative. One pilot still out.
What are we gonna do from here?
Roger, get him in ASAP.
I guess
All
continue with
pilots
mission.
are inside.
Want me to go back down the road or just straight off? Because we're at Falls Alpha right now.
We are...
Roger.
No, this is not Palace Alpha. We are...
That's that house right there.
You're Biden, can I clear that fucking
No, no.
being paranoid?
Rear at Hill 184.
Like, we deviated, we didn't veer by Oscar, we are somewhere here. And basically the vehicle, I guess, is somewhere here.
Rear here, I guess.
Eagle, be advised.
Yeah, I've got one. 031 24 024.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the wrong hill.
Moved up. This is I'm confused.
031 024.
Bravo, send it.
Our current orders are what just happened was a medevac for the heli crew.
Yeah, but
Yes, go ahead to the compound south and clear it. Make it safe though, safe and fast, I guess.
Can I go closer if anyone gets up there?
Yeah.
Green.
Oi! 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 Get away from the car! Drop the gun! Drop the rocket!
Left. Shots west.
Someone stole a rocket going right. Platoon
I just stole a rocket, watch out.
And towards noon, we're rallying back at our vehicles and we bounding back up.
hands, show me your hands. Runner. Drop your gun, drop it! Hold still! Hold or you're getting shot at! That's not how that works. Lie on the ground, get on the ground! Clear it.
Clear this.
On you.
I'll
Holding.
go they left.
Open.
Because your brother stole a fucking rocket
Going
from
straight.
our vehicle. He had got it coming for him.
Kick right, going up. Roof clear, building clear, coming out. Go down.
Area looks okay, not sure yet, that building.
Moving through that building.
Outhouse clear. Taking shed left.
Clear.
Opening door.
Shed clear.
Yard clear.
We know you ran the last
Building's
building.
clear. It's clear.
All clear.
Roof needs to be checked.
Apache, this is High Command. Sit rep, please.
I mean, ground floor.
Platoon or High Command?
High command.
All clear.
Any Apache call sign, sit rep for High Command.
This is Apache Squad Lead. How copy?
Like, that's the one thing I'm
Copy.
looking for.
Apache, High Command, this is Apache Squad Lead. Be advised, we had first contacts with the crashed helicopter. I guess aware situation developed further. We had a civilian try to steal equipment from our vehicles. One is being taken care of. There's one armed civilian still here. Bravo, sit rep.
Apache, this is High Command. ISR saw like 2 other civilians with 84s moving out from your guys' position. Possibly more guys stole more stuff.
Copy that. We'll relay the information.
Platoon copied. Sorry, thought was Apache or to the helicopter. Sorry for that.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, it's
You guy go away.
okay. So basically, 2 other guys stole boomsticks.
Yeah.
Anna, be advised, 2 guys are running away with boomsticks from us. They're stolen from the cars.
There's been reports that civilians took equipment from our vehicles. Apparently, there are 2 more guys heading south.
The guys heading south, so be advised.
Scan first before anything else, really.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Platoon.
Yeah.
Do you want that our squad is continuing south, trying to find the guys who exfil with our rockets, or what's the plan?
Maybe we will take a look. We will drive to the hillside there and take a look. They can't be far away.
Copy.
Shots from north.
Okay, Bravo, investigate the shot southeast. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Platoon, be advised, one of our vehicles is down. We're currently repairing it now.
Platoon copied. 1 vehicle down, can't repair.
Okay, what's your position?
Anna, be advised. Take all stuff you need out of the vehicle, blew it up.
No, we can repair it. It was just the tire got destroyed by a grenade.
Ah, okay, then repair it.
Alright, I'm in.
Pelican is back up again. We'll be moving soon.
Platoon copy.
AN Forces of Platoon, be advised, our vehicle is actually red hole, so we will be ditching it.
Repeat last. Your vehicle is a red hole.
Vehicle is red on hole, we'll be ditching it.
Copy that.
Future reference the vehicles away from civilian settlements.
Yeah. Just wanted not to stand in an open fire.
Yeah.
Uh.
Alpha, please advise the vehicle where the unarmed Humvee was, right? At the compound.
Pelican for platoon.
Before you continued further east, southeast. Okay, did you see a civilian there?
Could you search the area south of us? There should be civilians with M72 boomsticks.
Well after.
Copy that. We'll check it out.
I mean before you cleared it,
AN
before
Forces
we had the
Platoon,
firefight
we are
there.
going to be taking the
Mary, you heard that, right?
unoccupied police
Copy.
vehicle at the checkpoint to replace our down vehicle.
We need to check south
Okay.
of the Marines' position to see if there
Very
are
good
civilians.
question. I will inform you as soon as I have more known intel from PTL. Martin.
Yeah. What's the question?
Martin?
Yes.
What is going on? What do we do?
Pelican is searching for the 2 civilians. We will off-road continue to Hill 120.
Copy, that's bearing straight west, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've noticed that the map is strange with the compass. With the
030
GPS.
030
030-024.
Down here. What? Yeah, the crush side. Okay. We need to go straight north quickly. How the fuck did we end up here?
No.
Shit.
We're checking this one.
save your ammo.
Bravo.
I mean, what else
He
am I supposed
died
to do?
within the first fucking 20
No, I know.
rounds.
How much ammo you got?
More than enough.
Yeah,
He's
move
got
north.
5
Okay.
boxes from me as well.
And
Alpha
10 more in the
will
fucking truck.
Go to Swift.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Bye.
okay. What's up?
You hold here, recover here for the moment. As stated, always keep the vehicle as an equipment and use it actually.
Okay, so you want us to push up to that compound?
Now, Bravo is driving by us, they're behind us, and they're slowly pushing up once this
So
is done.
Bravo. We are staying and watching here. We're holding here.
Bravo.
Did that guy come from that compound?
Yes.
Oh, this is coming up there.
Down, so I just told I moved up.
There's a guy behind the compound.
Okay. Bravo is moving up the compound.
Pelican, how copy?
Providing overwatch. We are a base of fire, so spread out, get prone, get a good field of fire.
Shut the driver.
AN Force Platoon, be advised, we are now ready to move out.
Platoon copy.
Fucking compound!
Oh my god, I thought you said
Pilot apparently doesn't want to talk over radio.
Okay. Did you find anything?
Out with flying, okay?
Take a shot. Think northeast.
Pelican, how copy? Yeah, we will continue with the blue line direct north. We won't take the roads.
We go straight north to the next compound
Yeah.
then. Okay, to the hill. One.
This is Pelican.
Guys, Bravo.
Send message.
Do you found the guys with the boomsticks?
Alpha and Bravo.
Negative. We have not seen anyone.
Okay, be advised, we're moving along the blue line. Please get recon on enemy forces along that route.
Good copy.
Anna for platoon.
Push up with a
Use your GPS to follow that blue line they're talking about.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We will move up, we will hold the compound now, we try to move soon to the next waypoint, which is hill 120, and then we try to continue. But right now, hold, secure this area, this high point, make sure nothing's sneaking up. That goes for both Alpha and Bravo, and then we see how we can continue this joyful endeavor.
Yeah, we should get ready to move by now.
AN Force Platoon, AN is moving out.
Copy that, wait, we're leading.
AN Force Platoon, be advised, we can do a quicker scouting force since we are lighter vehicles.
Copy that. But stay always a little bit safe.
Will do, Platoon.
Telecom advanced line looks clear.
Copy that.
Can you put it in the unarmed off-road?
Platoon lead.
Yeah.
Here's the prisoner. Fuck.
Yeah, what did he do?
I personally don't know. He doesn't speak any English. We found him in the compound where we were sweeping. Zipped him up and brought him out here.
Command for platoon, over.
I haven't. He's clear.
Empty. Lock
Got nothing. He doesn't speak English.
Press V twice.
If this guy had a fucking bomb in the back and you didn't check his
Speak any
access,
other
we'd all be
language?
dead, man.
He had a bomb in his back?
Espanol?
No, luckily, no one checked it before he took him, captured that, and friendly.
Okay.
I don't know French at all. I'm not even gonna do that one.
I guess we will leave him here and he can move away.
AN Forces to Platoon, we are taking hostile fire from the compound, clearing now.
Platoon, copied. Yeah, thanks, Draken. Drake, Soren, mount up, we're moving.
I don't know. Alpha Bravo, mount up now.
No, let him free. He has nothing. We will let him here.
Vic has moved to the left of the compound.
Copy.
You're good to move.
What happened to our little buddy?
Fuck cool.
Command will trail and 50 call follow. 240 vehicle first, then command, then 50 call is in the rear.
Yeah, correct order.
Straight northeast, I don't have more intel.
Yeah. Anna to platoon, over.
This is AN forces.
Mark yourself please on map.
High Point Bravo is playing with enemy.
High Point Bravo is full with enemies, is it correct?
Yes.
Okay, platoon copied. 0 at hill 120.
Okay, I've lost most of you guys. Just keep going to waypoint 120 hill.
Yeah. Dolphin, get in.
Golfin, are you in the car?
Negative. It's not in the car.
Please. Dismount and secure. There most likely is a friendly Afghan guys there. So help and secure with them over there.
Yeah.
That's basically the goal. Regroup with ANA.
Yeah, we got the intel that High Point Bravo is captured by enemies.
Yeah. I mean,
I would suggest that Pelican can fire on High Point Bravo.
if you're the right compound, then yes, there should be ANA forces should be at the compound.
Yeah, that should be the...
I can give you the grid coordinates of the regroup marker in a second. I'm not sure where you
Yeah, we're here. We're at their position. Yeah, Pelican to command.
The grid reference where I would like you to have is grid 033016. Please confirm if you're here.
This is High Command.
Bravo's arriving. Alpha, what's your position?
Negative. Pelican to platoon.
We can take with the vehicle's GPS. Once you have the grid ref, let me know and then try and which direction.
Pelican to command. You're free to assault High Point Bravo.
Say again. Yes, friendly ANA forces. Move up, utilize your vehicle, don't leave your vehicle on.
Yeah.
Get us back to the fob, whatever the hell it is.
I'm going to help them.
Check.
Okay, Alpha, you're heading right.
Pelican's heading to FOB.
To rear mode.
They're only speaking rare over long range. I'm listening to 100.
Yeah, dismount and secure the area.
Yeah.
Secure the area, weapons up.
Okay.
Engage, ISO.
Apache, this is High Command. We have suspected mortar fire coming from a compound to your northwest. Over.
Yeah, we have mortars incoming from the northwest. Bravo, regroup.
This is platoon, we copy. Pelican, what's your status? There aren't viewpoints from mortars. They shouldn't be far away.
Get in.
Yeah, getting in.
Alpha Bravo, this is the plan. We head north to the next ridge line to the north. We see what's going on. We take out all forces we can. Then most likely we will head west to High Point Bravo. I'll copy.
ANA to platoon, we can move up to deal with that mortar team.
Which direction is it?
Confirm to the next
Command said it was
compound
to the north, correct?
Engage High Point Bravo.
This is Pelican, we're repaired and coming back.
This is Platoon, copy. Could you search a mortar in our area? It's basically, or it could be to our north. ANA forces, be advised, we're moving north, direction 350. Yes, sorry? Yeah, okay.
Apparently they're going to assault possible mortar position to the northwest of them.
That looks like Hill 153.
Oh yeah, Mary, why didn't you use your missiles on the point? Point.
If needed, dismount
mean,
the immediate area, make the
I'm
setup
not
clear so
very
we're not
good
getting fucked by something else.
Possible suicide bikes coming in.
Well, if you're heading straight at them and you have your
Take warning shots, and if not stopping, fire.
don't have any problems.
Pelican, be advised, we need immediate fire support to our east. Position is 033011.
They're right behind us, they're gonna gun the shot, don't back to the right. Turn back around to the southeast, and just hover around so I can light them up.
Bravo, get to destruct zone there.
You're gonna have to bank a low left.
Apache, someone of you's down. Yeah.
You see the smoke? You're northeast, that's them. That's friendlies.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah, okay.
See if we can get to the mortar position.
Oh, back up. Get behind the Humvee.
ANA forces, what's your status?
This is ANA forces.
What's your status? Are you green or are you wounded?
We are full affected.
Copy that.
Apache, this is High Command, we'll be incoming. Airstrike on the mortar position, over.
This is Platoon, we copy, we're not High Command. I repeat, we're not High Command.
Hover around this thing, that's where the mortars are. No, hover, I mean circle.
I mean, if you get up high enough, you could probably hover, but...
Yeah, we can aim our guns straight out.
Bravo.
AN forces to platoon, are we allowed to commandeer this BTR?
Positive. High Command to Platoon.
Taking over the BTR 40.
Mistakes were made.
They will most likely commandeer it.
This is High Command.
Be advised, we've captured the BTR. For securing the area, we're taking it with us.
West, southwest.
Copy.
Okay, Alpha, you focus on north, northwest, west. Sounds good.
1 second delayed and fell down.
Okay.
Apache call signs, this is High Command.
Platoon, he is hearing.
Okay, Zorn, did you need me as a mid?
in the sky. Once you're ready, mount up.
We have reports that the bomb maker is possibly going to move soon, so you guys better hurry up before he escapes, because that's not going to be good.
Copy that. A Apache call signs for platoon.
Is A&A?
We've got information that bomb maker will disappear shortly. We have to hurry up.
Roger that, platoon.
Alpha Bravo update. We have intel that the maker will move soon, so we might need
ANA forces be advised, first vehicle will be your BDR something.
Understood, platoon. We'll be heading out now.
We're heading up to High Point Bravo.
Roger that.
Apache call sign, Apache 2-1 be advised, get rounded into the vehicle with the medic.
Okay, we're ready to move.
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay. Alpha, how's it looking? Copy. I'm still not sure where you are exactly, Alpha. Platoon. Martin, we go straight for the bomb maker.
We're making a short stop at High Point Alpha. ANA forces be advised, there was a mistake. We're meeting at High Point Alpha. This is coordinates 219 216. Yes, son?
Roger that, platoon.
High Point Alpha. It was my fault, sorry.
High Point Bravo. This is the mortar position is cleared now.
Yeah, we're moving to Alpha. Or is no, we're moving to Alpha.
Sure.
Yeah. Or do you want maybe I don't know.
I think Bravo, if you wanna be fast, Bravo is the best fit for the next stage.
Okay, then hit Bravo. Okay, plans have changed, hit Bravo, fast.
High Point Bravo. Alpha
Any
Bravo,
force
go
platoon.
Bravo.
Mortar position is destroyed with the mortar is ineffective.
Update. We move to High Point Bravo.
Platoon copies that. Are you now at High Point Bravo?
A firm, ANA forces have cleared High Point Bravo. We'll be moving on to the bomb factory now.
ANA forces.
ANA forces wait.
High Point Bravo.
Repeat last, soon.
Stop moving.
Understood, platoon. We will be holding position for now.
Yeah, I think it's.
There are two compounds, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's in there definitely.
One in the north and one in the west.
Copy. Yeah, I can confirm.
One in the south.
West. Warning shots, but if he's not stopping, dome him.
Yeah. Okay. I would say.
Let him flee.
Yeah.
But keep eyes on this guy.
Yeah. NA forces will be taking north compound.
Getting straight towards you. Make the call.
Okay. Apache call signs will take south compound. ANA forces will take north compound. ANA forces for platoon.
ANA forces come in.
You will take north compound. Apache call signs will take south compound.
Copy.
Understood.
Okay, mount up. As soon as the
Yeah.
roundeds are dealt with.
Move as a line.
To the southern compound.
Yeah, line is besides each other, right? Not behind each other.
Okay, Alpha sit rep. Okay, Alpha, Bravo, listen up. We will approach Omega Victor. We will approach right from the south. Dismount there. Then I want to go Bravo. Goes counterclockwise. Alpha goes clockwise. How copy?
Pelican for platoon, over.
This is Spock.
Be advised, we're approaching Bombmaker's position by now. Could you please overwatch the area for incoming forces or vehicles? If there are vehicles incoming, fire warning shots. If they're not stopping, fire, light them up.
Copy, there's a freaking rocket up here. Yeah.
Yeah, to our south.
150 exactly.
Pelican to platoon, over. Golfin, can you please close your door?
Helicopter takes care of that vehicle.
Yeah.
Focus on the compound now.
Pelican for platoon, over.
This is Pelican.
At High Point Bravo, there's a vehicle with rockets. Could you please destroy it?
Affirmative.
Alpha Bravo, let's not forget to take the guy captured as priority. Take the bomb maker alive, priority. Hold here, where the fuck are they? Alpha Bravo, okay.
I'm going to do a missile run on High Point Bravo, so stay away from it.
Missile run on High Point Bravo, stay away from them. What's behind them?
It's behind us, it's by the fucking factory.
It's by the factory.
Disabled. Be advised, we have a ambulance that has pulled off the side of the road. The driver has walked about 10 meters away from it and is surrendered.
Wasn't it another suicide?
Copy that.
Americans on the south side of the compound.
Bravo and Alpha, you're both already at the point.
All Apache call signs, we have contacts, armed men to your northwest coming out from a compound. Over.
Platoon copied. Soren, did you copy? We've got contacts in the northwest, 2 men or so.
Enemy infantry northwest, please confirm.
For some reason,
Confirm.
I can't confirm even though I use my handcuffs.
Okay, 150 moves 3.
Do it a couple times. Separate them, get them outside.
Got a vehicle northwest stationary, no threat at the moment.
Copy.
Bravo, if you have 3, focus northwest.
This is Alpha, we've taken 3 times prisoners.
High command for platoon.
That's a weird bug.
High command for platoon.
This is High Command.
We got at least 2 prisoners. Do we take with them with us?
Are they civilians or are they been captured?
Unknown.
If they don't have any weapons on them, you guys are just gonna have to leave them.
I will check on this.
I'm gonna take this
Yeah.
prisoner into the courtyard.
Is everybody up?
I think yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna take him to the courtyard.
Apache to 1 for platoon.
Any you was godly.
AN forces of platoon, do you want us to move northwest and secure the compound that you're coming from?
What's your current position? Please mark it on map.
We are at the second compound. compound at the one where you told us to go to.
This is Apache squad lead. I suggest you to do so, but go north as one of my elements is already going to the western one.
Roger that, Apache.
Yeah, would be good.
Lining up prisoners in the courtyard.
Copy that. Squad lead and platoon sticking over. Get yourself mobile, mount up people.
Copy, we'll do once the medic's done.
Did you found
West, there's Bravos, but Bravo clearing the compound over there.
did you found any weapons on them or bombs?
That's not our element. ANA, please hold grenade.
We are not throwing any grenades at this time, we're still mounting.
Copy that, that's not any one of us.
Apache 2-1 for platoon.
Send it for Apache squad lead.
Did you found any weapons or stuff which is prohibited by the guys you've prisoned?
I have not been informed about anything of that, so there might be nothing in this area, might be civilian, might be false intel.
Copy that. Could you ask your squads please, your teams please?
Copy, they are currently, but I will gain the intel as soon as possible.
Okay, where are we?
Where is the third one? I guess it was 3.
Pelican, watch your fire, you just rocketed AN forces. AN forces of Pelican, be advised there are friendlies inside the compound, do not fire on us.
Copy.
Alpha for squad lead. Please advise about the last compound you've just been. Did you found any weapons? Did you found anything like suspicious? Copy, continue. Copy, what's your
Pelican all squad.
Bravo, try to assist Alpha.
This is AN forces.
Mark your positions on map so we don't have friendly fire.
Copy that. Copy. Copy. Fall back, like intel if you can. Get the POWs out, but be outside of the compound. ANA for Apache.
This is ANA.
ANA, be advised, there is reports of explosives inside the compound you're currently positioned. I highly suggest that your infantry is leaving the area, take everything, like, take the bomb maker, take the wounded, take unarmed civilians, take POWs outside of the compound. It might be rigged for explosion.
Roger that, platoon. Bomb maker is not responding. Oh, nice, responding, never mind.
Send again.
Ignore last.
Okay.
Please, it's a high command. If you guys found the bomb factory, demo charge it and destroy it.
This is platoon copy.
Martin, please mount up.
Yes.
That's good, we need to be over there.
Southwest, I see contact.
Squad lead copies, sometimes captive.
Do we have the bomb maker?
Yeah, most likely. Bravo said most likely.
Okay. Do we have an explosive specialist with us?
Copy that. Regroup at the first initial compound we've just been marked on the map. Reports of
Correction, not T-34, that's a T-50.
T-50.
Pelican, you have permission to fire T-50.
T-50 to
west. West of the second compound. Please stay over there, not the explosions inside there.
Oh,
There's a tank coming.
Fucking shit. Okay, mount up, mount up, move east.
RPG 26 is fucking
Short, mount up, keep the vehicle. If the vehicle's not hot. Humber. You can drop in platoon. There's plenty space for the car, for the vehicle and the guy.
Yeah. Take him into the backseat.
Just drop him. I take care. Go to your vehicle. Go to your flight.
No, he's popping out of the other. No. Okay, he's in. High command for platoon.
This is High Command.
We've got the bomb maker. We will blow up the factory soon.
Copy, good job.
Where's Soren? Soren's inside the car.
Reinforce the platoon. What is our current objective?
Bravo head, the other squad, Alpha Dash. I think they are at the first compound. How copy? No, they fled north to the compound.
Yep.
I'm not sure exactly.
We round up as convoy and then we will head back to FOB.
By the tank.
Understood, platoon.
Okay. Is the compound wired to blow up?
Okay, I'm lost. There's everyone.
Okay.
Which the actual factory or the Intel factory?
The actual factory.
The Intel factory. Oh, grouping with you.
Huh?
West?
Oh, you're... Wait, where did you want to go?
Okay.
Yeah.
You still need a medic. Okay, just want medical.
Reinforce the platoon. We have contacts to the northwest.
Martin.
Yeah.
Do you need to blow up this place or not? Are the explosives placed already, or do I need to do it because I have some ammo?
We have to blow it up, but I guess we let it do the helicopter with the missiles.
I have
Those are-
2 shackles. I can place one as security and give it a timer or something.
Yeah, then give it a timer, or do you have a remote? Boom.
Let's check. I have a clacker, but it's not a long range one.
Okay, then place the satchels. Took the intel if there's anything, search the prisoners.
Secure the northeastern compound to use it as cover to engage the humans coming in.
The intel and then we keep moving. Okay.
You're good. The hard disk got
Yeah.
We have a Vic southeast pickup truck very fast to the west. Southeast, moving down the road.
Hold for like 2 minutes. I need to engage all visible enemy contacts. We need to wreck this place and make it go poof, and then we will leave very soon.
Oh, you got him? Okay, Alpha's great. Alpha collected intel in this area.
Apache to 1 for platoon, over.
Yeah, platoon, be advised, one explosives was set. Get in the car, big already.
Yeah. Yeah. We're ready to leave. Everybody make ready to leave. Apache to 1 for platoon.
ANA.
Are you ready to move, A and A?
ANA, highly suggest you to move east and disengage and move east. I don't know, regroup at High Point Bravo.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Bravo, you copy?
All units, I repeat, all units, remount at High Point Bravo. Oh man, sorry, my English is today not good.
Alpha and Bravo, please confirm.
And all forces, please confirm. Meet up at High Point Bravo.
Okay, commander's leaving. Bravo, hope you're leaving as well.
ANA forces for platoon.
This is AN forces to all frequencies. You just strafed all of our vehicles and my men. AN forces are now stranded. Our vehicles are destroyed.
Copy that. Apache 2-1, get your vehicles here. Pelican, get to our position by now.
AN forces to Pelican, you really need to watch your fucking fire and learn to PID.
Bravo, hold here. Alpha, I need to ask you to come back.
Position with the marked on map.
Helicopter took care of all ANS and ANA vehicles.
Pelican for platoon, over.
Scratch. Hold this
Pelican needs to repair.
Copy that. After you repair, get immediately to our position, land here, and you will fly out ANA forces.
Bravo, mount up. Bring all infantry except the driver to a High Point Bravo. Come back to pick up ANA. Only with the driver.
Yeah. Soren?
Yes.
I suggest that ANA forces fly out from High Point Bravo for with Pelican.
Yes, but first we need to get. This thing is going up in like 10 minutes or so.
Okay, then we need to go.
I suggest you to do the same. Take
NATO forces move on without us.
Yeah.
We will secure our own right out.
Yeah. We take this vehicle and then get out. ANA forces, be advised, move on foot out of this area due to the explosion in the ID factory. Direction High Point Bravo. We will meet you there. If you're not there, we will get you up to there.
Roger that, platoon. We are securing vehicles now.
ANA, please confirm, do you need assistance transport towards High Point Bravo, or are you fine without?
Pelican is repaired, ready for task.
ANA forces are fine.
Pelican, this is platoon. You will fly to High Point Bravo and pick up ANA forces.
Break.
Yes?
All forces Alpha Bravo with vehicles stay at High Point Bravo. Alpha Bravo, be advised. ANA and transport regroup with vehicles at High Point Bravo. Also.
Negative. Carrying you again.
Update. Go back. ANA has their own transport.
Good.
Who's your squad lead?
Yeah, truck one is located over there.
Okay.
On your left.
If you're up and good to go, take this vehicle, which you captured, and
with this one.
we will help you with the rest of your team, okay?
Oh, it would be a shame if this fucking RPG-26 was...
This is Pelican. We're currently hovering over High Point Bravo, now landing.
This platoon, copy, we're getting the wounded and ANA forces to your position.
Copy that.
I mean, don't blame me, I thought that was a Taliban helicopter.
Ah, sorry.
Wait, what happened to Raycon?
Okay, let's go to High Point Bravo.
Squad leads regrouping at Bravo, High Point.
Your two Humvees should get the ANA forces. So only driver and gunner stay in vehicle. Okay.
Yeah, we're trying. Currently, they have their own vehicles. Now I get other intel. What? A and A said they're mobile by themselves.
Okay.
A and A, please confirm. Are you heading to regroup point, High Point Bravo, or where are you heading?
Negative. We are moving back to base. We'll be moving along the road from High Plain Alpha to Checkpoint Oscar, and then heading down south to G's and then back to base.
Good copy. A and A is RTB independently.
Okay.
We advised A and A is not taking the LF. They have vehicles. They will go back to base on their own. I suggest Alpha and Bravo stand up and get.
If anyone wants to ride with Pelican, you're welcome.
Negative, you will provide overwatch for both teams. Do not friendly fire. We're moving with vehicles. We're trying to get to A&A forces as soon.
RPG, helicopter, take off!
Yeah.
Let's try to get out of here.
Yeah. Who's on that vehicle there? And where's the second Humvee? Okay. I hear it. Okay.
Alpha, Bravo, move east.
Mm-hmm.
Bravo, sit rep. Copy. Alpha, do you have eyes on the rest of the convoy? Copy, we ease a little bit on the hill, try to regroup.
Yeah. Where's Government's following us, or?
Bravo, hold here, wait till Alpha is mounted up.
Yeah. One of yours is coming there.
A&A forces platoon. It seems like insurgency forces have taken over checkpoint. Mike.
Wait one.
This is platoon. Do not read. Repeat, please.
Okay. A&A forces platoon. We have found out the insurgents have taken over checkpoint Mike.
Platoon copies that. Are you ready to clear checkpoint, Mike?
Checkpoint Oscar.
Clearing it now.
Or checkpoint.
Check that.
Unknown hostile. Checkpoint Mike might be hostile. It's been taken over. Yeah, checkpoint Mike most likely.
Checkpoint Mike says that. Hill 85. ANA forces, be advised. Regroup at Hill 85 with Apache call signs.
Understood, platoon.
Okay.
South, there's 85 blue mark, regroup there.
We regroup and then we will keep off-road to avoid checkpoints. Okay?
Yeah, I just need to orient myself where we are exactly. 0302 302. Okay, just head south. Okay, everyone's ready to move? You're already on go.
Do you have GPS?
Yes.
Okay, I've marked it.
Okay, there's a couple of blue. Okay.
I've drawn a blue line for you.
Yeah. For the drivers, there's a GS blue line.
Yeah.
I'm staying off-road, just regroup. If you have with another vehicle, try to stick with another vehicle. Regroup at the hill.
Sorry if I'm today bad platoon lead.
Don't worry, it's a lot. If it would be like a normal operation like yesterday, it would be not so stressful, but right now it's...
Yeah.
They throw a lot of shit at us at once, which... And partly spawn it behind us, I have the feeling, and that's just a bit annoying.
Yeah, can understand it. Thank you for taking sometimes over.
No, that's fine, that's fine.
Yeah. It's also my first time as platoon lead, so maybe it's also...
That's fine. You know, that's how you learn, that's how you learn.
Yeah. You learn only through doing it, and yeah. Okay. Friendly's ahead.
Someone secure the compound.
Platoon to ANA forces.
ANA force copies.
What's your status and what's your location?
ANA forces are marked on map. Red team is currently clearing the the checkpoint. They'll be rallying back at me shortly.
Copy that. Do you got any casualties by yet?
Negative. We're full up.
Alpha and Bravo.
Copy that.
Rep. If you need medical now is the time. Also repack your magazines.
Got to be a rough
Actual anti-copy, any medical.
Oh my god.
I need a stitch, real quick.
I'm gonna start changing
need to
the
stitch.
guide to be more
Coming down.
event oriented.
Yeah, hard for us.
Just take 1 second.
Alpha.
Yeah, I was gonna stitch you, but yeah.
You can tell.
Biden.
It was nothing crazy.
Yes.
Nothing major.
Do you need medical? One of you guys is injured or anything?
Is anybody injured?
There we go.
Bravo.
Anyone in need of
Tom
Alpha
Green.
negative, we're all green.
Copy. How's the ammo?
Yes.
Is everything normal or is anything dry? Now's the time to repack the magazines or share magazines if needed.
Vic, southeast.
Vehicle southeast.
I'm looking.
I should be good.
Vic and defilade. Got a Vic coming in. Vic coming down the road.
If the vehicle's heading straight or fast, techie, engage, south.
South. Vic south.
Confirmed enemy, confirmed enemy.
Piece of shit, I heard.
Thorn? Thorn? Can you get down with me?
Huh?
Can you go down with me? If we are out here, you see the red lines, we will following them back to base.
Northwest, do not engage us.
We're...
Say again.
ANA forces are coming down the road from the northwest, do not engage us.
Northwest of regrouping, there's ANA forces approaching, copy. You sure it's northwest?
Yeah, it's northwest.
Okay, guys. Alpha Bravo. Friendly, ANA, friendly, approaching from the northwest.
Did you see the red lines on map?
Yes.
We will follow them because we're widely off-road. Maybe we skip the compound at...
Watch your blue on blue, you're engaging ANA
at
forces.
red circle to the east and get back to COP first.
Okay, sorry. We head east until point X-ray. And then we go straight south. The circle. What's with the circle?
Do not drive into the circle, so stay around to the east.
Okay.
It's alright, it's okay.
I will try
So,
to...
do you want us to go this way?
No, because there are also buildings. Maybe more like this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just gonna go RTB basically without any
Yeah.
hiccups.
Without any hiccups, without any checkpoints, without any IEDs on roads.
Debrief is gonna be rough as hell.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will make an alternative path though.
Yeah. What would you suggest?
Because it's easier a little bit, and then...
No, it's been 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's okay.
No, I don't know what the fuck happened at all.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, how's the contact rep?
Yeah,
Alpha at
southwest.
ANA forces for platoon.
Still need medical.
ANA forces.
We're heading to point X-ray if we're regrouped at Hill 85, and then we will hit to point... Wait a second. to Point Zulu and then back to base.
Roger that, platoon. ANA forces are taking heavy fire.
Copy that. Do you need support?
Negative, we can hold around for now. I'll let
Okay.
you know if the situation changes.
Hey, Humbra.
Biden, did you read last?
No, I did not.
Regroup on me, team lead.
Affirm. The hell was that? Who just shot at me?
No. Wait, what? Really?
Sniper shot at you.
One just it's fine.
Biden, you can do this here.
Wait, let me
Humbra guess needs a medic too?
Listen to me.
What's up?
Focus on me. Check your maps, okay?
Yes,
We
please,
are
go ahead.
currently here, right?
Yes.
We move straight east. Once we're moving out to point X-ray, we head to Zulu and then we head straight to the FOV. We want to avoid any more compounds. We want to avoid any more checkpoints. Once we are ready to move, we move this way and we try to keep going. In case there is any vehicle being disabled, we told we secure the vehicle. Understood? Firm. Any questions?
Pelican for platoon.
More or less.
Pelican for platoon.
Basically, X-ray straight east.
This is Pelican, go ahead.
We need you at position 131026. We need fire support to the northeast.
All units back in the truck.
Busy.
I know we have to get out of here now.
Repeat.
ASAP. Get ready.
We need fire support on grid 131026 to the east, northeast.
ANA forces to platoon, do you need assistance?
Negative, we're mounting up.
ANA update, we are leaving this area. I'm not sure where you are, but I suggest you do the same.
We're just here south.
Copy. Reference map. We are traveling via X-ray and Zulu back to the compound. How copy?
Good copy.
Okay. Move. Move.
Mount up now.
Yeah.
Alpha Citrip. Copy.
I suggest we're going to the south, to the, over the compound. That we're not driving to the fire line.
Copy. Move on your sick. Florid.
Yeah. Platoon, Pelican to platoon, over.
This is Pelican.
What's your status?
Alpha Bravo, please give me an update once you reach the point X-ray.
Doing fine, taking some enemy fire. You know, the usual.
Okay, you're free to engage to any enemy which is firing at you.
Copy that.
Okay. That should get us a little bit time and cover.
Platoon, we have just passed checkpoint November.
Copy.
Just past checkpoint November, we're heading on to base now.
Platoon copied. Why do you pass checkpoint November? You had to go to X-ray.
Roger that, we were getting engaged, so we had to go a different route.
Copy that. Okay. They're driving south.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. But we can't help them if they're in problems.
I think they're understandably a bit frustrated with being bombed by Americans.
Pelican to platoon.
Yeah. Repeat.
Can you mark your position on map so we know where you are exactly?
We're at Point Zulu right now.
Alpha Zulu, head south. Copy. Command last week, behind Alpha.
Pelican for platoon. Return back to base.
Are
Are your squads here?
last vehicle.
Check.
Also, copy. Yeah,
What's
dismount
happened
and
here?
Platoon,
go for Pelican.
Didn't fire a single round.
Return back to base.
Lol. I mean, you're the medic.
ANA forces for platoon.
ANA forces. Hey, clear.
Are you back to base? Do not obstruct the heliport.
Yes, I know, I just tried to.
Okay. Why the hell?
So.
Yeah.
That was
When the
beautiful.
fuck did I kill an Igla?
Didn't fire a single bullet.
I didn't get to see my score.
Killed 4 people.
Right, guys.
Couldn't set up the
Right.
explosives.
Let's get this debrief done with. Ryan, mission result.
You guys completed all your objectives, so you guys were able to take out the bomb factory, and you guys were also able to capture the bomb maker, so good job on that. You guys took some losses, as in one helicopter got shot down and a couple of vehicles got destroyed, but other than that, you guys did pretty good. I don't think any civilians that were actually civilians were killed. Good job. Particularly of note, how was like the helicopter cast and how was having limited radios?
Alright. Let's let's keep that until Zeus period. So now we go with platoon command.
It was quite a good op. We did finish the objectives like Ryan said. Sometimes it was a little bit messed up. Sometimes I don't understand or was a little bit confused by the radio signs. Yeah, it's one of the points. I don't know which radio sign I was, so I've answered most likely with platoon because Apache 2-1 was a squad. And the Helo sometimes tried to reach high command with intel for platoon. That was also strange. Yes. And the Apache as a Helo doesn't respond or has periods where he didn't respond to any radio calls at first, and it was said that the pilot don't wanted to radio with us. Yes, I understand that Draken and with the ANA forces were some frustrated at the end because of the friendly fire from the Helo. Yeah, sorry for taking ANA as call sign for you, but it's more like rememberable than AN forces, and it's easier to speak. Yes.
All right. I guess first squad lead.
Apache squad lead here. First of all, I would like to apologize if I got loud at some point, but there was too many voices, too many radios at once, and I just said, okay, fuck it, let's go, be aggressive. And the first part, I tried to get more orders from platoon lead, as this is basically platoon lead's job, as it was Martin's first time being platoon lead. At a certain point, I took initiative, and then directions could be applied a bit more faster. I hope communication was fine. I know for the team leads it was very stressful and sometimes orders have not been received. Nonetheless, I was very satisfied how stuff has been executed. So thank you for your work to the team leads and to my squad.
All right. Second squad lead.
It was pretty intense. Zoran said that there was a brief period in the middle where Alpha was being told to advance into unknown territory to go to an objective, and then we would receive orders, come back, and then turn, and then we.
I think it's Draken's turn.
Squad lead.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
Can we have team lead afterwards, though? Then.
Sorry, you said second squad lead or so. I think he was thinking.
Yeah, I was just going down the roster.
Right. As I said during briefing, team leads will have to book me with PTS due to the structure of the event. But second squad lead.
So overall, I'd like to say the event was fine. I'd like to recommend everybody that was in third squad promotion to special forces. They did phenomenal, and I feel like they were much better than the American forces. We absolutely trounced everything we went up against until the end, where we were trying to pull out, where we did get a little bit of heavy fire, but for the most part, we still pulled out well. Otherwise, if you're ever in a helo, please PID. You destroyed all of our vehicles. You strafed us like 3 times. We got blue on blue so many times by support and NATO forces. Like, you gotta, it's not that hard. We have camo. The terrorists had like overcoats and maybe like a hunting vest at the most. We were wearing digital green camo.
In my
When you're going
defense,
200 kilometers an hour, it's not easy.
right, guys, responses please with PTS. We're not.
Otherwise, I think the mission was fine. I will say I will agree with Zorn. It was Martin's first time, so there was a point where I kind of just said, fuck it, and started basically just going on ahead without you guys because we needed to do something. Otherwise, that's about it.
All right. Zeus, got anything to say before we move to PTS period?
What feedback do you guys have with HeloCast for like the future, stuff like that? Also, like how could we improve that? Also, how did the radios, like how did the limited radios work? Was it good? Was it bad? Would you guys rather have everyone have a radio? Did it affect like team communication or like squad communication? Stuff like that. Just like feedback for like the future. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
All right.
Wait, sorry.
on.
Nomas,
Sorry,
can you please have the team lead speak for a moment, though?
They poked me. They are under PTS.
Okay,
As
then
I've
just make the
said at
team
the
leads
start.
first. It's Humbra and Biden, and I'm not sure who was in third.
I know they are on the top of the list. We need to go down PTS period as announced first of the event. I can't change things around. Well, first would be Rennie.
Yeah, overall, I really sort of liked that event. It didn't seem, in some of the past events that I've done, it seemed like there was times when people were sort of standing around and weren't doing much, but in this one it seemed like we were always on the move, so that was quite good. There was points when I was genuinely confused and I thought we'd been thrown into a PvP event because I don't know what the fuck was going on. Within like 5 minutes I'd been shot by the Americans and then strafed. So, like, once again, I know you're saying it's difficult and I understand that, but please try your PID. Otherwise, yeah, I think it was a really good event and I think that we worked really well as a squad.
All right. Next person, Romlar. I believe 1 second to confirm. Yes, Romlar.
Yeah, I really did enjoy this event. It had some pretty good pacing. Yeah, really kind of sucked when all the vehicles we lost was to mostly the allies we were supposed to have. So the one sneaky insurgent that wrecked the wheels in the hole on our one supply Vic, yeah, that was our bad for trying to go help out the Americans when, you know, they lost their helo. Besides that, no, I think it's, yeah, A and just start off with a bunch of shit, and then we probably we would have rolled out of there with a whole lot better weaponry than we rolled in with. Yeah, I just really enjoyed it.
All right.
Fuck ass.
Hombre.
Yeah. Quite chaotic. That's not actually a negative because I loved it. It felt like actual combat, actual war, as close as you can get it to Arma, that is. Yeah, there was enough chaos to keep you on your toes to not have it be boring, but enough for Zorn to give us details. And thank you, Zorn, for not making it complicated. You told us where to go, what to do. That's it. No unnecessary chit chat. My team listened. Did pretty much exactly what to do. Took initiative on their own as well. Very nice. So yeah, very enjoyable up.
All right. Biden.
It was a very intense op. It was very stressful, and I do kind of like it. I'm sorry if I got short on the radio. There was just a lot going on at a certain time, and I couldn't answer on radio, answer the orders of my men, and deal with the situation in front of me at any given time. So I just want to apologize if I got me in There were delayed orders at one point. Like I was driving the orders of my men, the questions of my men, excuse me. Where I would be driving and we would hear go west now, and we would go west, and that would be way too late, and the other two Vics would arrive right at their mark on time as we kept going. That happened with the first checkpoint. We just blew right through it. That greatly concerned me and made me pucker. And then the second checkpoint, I just screamed out for everybody to stop because I guess Ryan put the truck in the road. And then that business with the retreat, organize my thoughts. It was so chaotic, I'm trying to decipher it. There was a suspicious lack of tripwires and mines for a bomb factory, in my opinion. Would like to have hit a claymore at least once. That would have been nice. The command structure was fine. I didn't really have an order with the way it went. I was just trying to keep cohesion amongst the madness. Final thought, I did like interviewing the hostages when I captured one. I was talking to Nomas as he responded to me in Arabic. That was very cool. It was a very dynamic situation, and I greatly appreciated that. And that is the end of my talk.
All right, next
Good
person. Masai, Draken, I'll push you with Zorn to the end since you guys already talked. Masai?
I had a lot of fun. I'm surprised at how little confusion and chaos there was in ANA squad. Like everybody always knew what to do, and so we would go to the compound. Everybody would dismount at the same time. We would clear the compound in about a minute, and then everybody mount back up and move on to the next objective. And then yeah, we didn't ever really had any trouble at any point. I've had a lot of fun with all the engagements. I guess just maybe if our squad lead had direct comms with the Americans, or I don't know if they did or not, but better comms with the Americans back and forth would have been better. More helpful, I guess, because most of our issues were the result of lack of communications with the Americans, and they didn't have the information that we did, or they didn't have the correct information on our status or position.
All right. That all, Masai?
Yeah.
All right, next person, AFHD.
Ryan, did squad leaders have colored smoke?
Yeah, basically most people other than like basic riflemen had colored smoke. Medics,
Yeah.
squad leaders, platoon lead, even the helicopter pilots had colored smoke. But you also had more colored smoke in your vehicles and the arsenal. Everyone had colored smoke.
So I was a part of the A&A team, so I'm not gonna give Cass shit for what happened, because when you think about it, we probably should have, when called for a strike, actually green smoked friendly pause, red smoked enemy, and no one ever did that. So it's from the altitude they were at. Like, guys, remember that they're players too. Let's not be as hostile, and we could all improve. It's not just a one-person thing. But other than that, the mission was sick, dude. I loved it. It was so hectic, but in like a great way. It was amazing. It was great. And the boys in A&A, I'll fucking play with you every fucking time if I can. You guys were great. No negatives here.
All right. Random?
First of all, I want to thank my squad. You guys were amazing when clearing the compounds with one good motion. At some point, I did feel bad for my squad lead Biden, because I felt like he was getting really, really stressed. Something else, at one point we got the secret supply of radios among our own team, so that was kind of handy. We had some radios. When we got to the IED factory, it was already kind of cleared when we came up. Then we went to take 360 cover, and we saw two Vics. I blew them up. I feel like they just got spawned in because the AI were all stuck in their Vic, so I kind of took advantage of that. And then a tank rolled up, and we all freaked the fuck out. Shot pulled out an RPG and one-shot that bitch. Fuck yeah. Really chaotic up. We kept going down, down up the mountain and over again. I liked it. Really chaotic. Any other points? Whoever was in that heli at the end, I have a great POV of you crashing that into the base.
All right. Mari?
In my defense, you're at 200 kilometers per hour. You're just a line for me. And when you said Helix is east, then I saw Helixes, so I shot. Didn't know that these were NAA.
Just would no, I'm cutting in. I just want to respond to that. The helixes that we had with the BTR were right next to the bomb compound with all the American forces. So I don't know how you managed to blow those up. Otherwise, that's it.
Right. Anything else, Matty?
No, I think.
All right. Next person, Draken.
Yeah, I just want to say I know that they are presets and it takes a lot of effort to fix them, but we probably shouldn't have done it. But all the enemies did have radios for the most part, and my squad ended up by the end of it having a full set of radios.
With spare.
With spares that we were apparently handing out to the Americans as well.
Sorry. Initiative.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, you might want to check the radios when you spawn them in. I get that it's kind of hard when you're Zeus spawning them. Otherwise,
It's the presets, basically. Not much we can do other of creating our own presets, which hopefully will not happen in the future.
yeah, I mean, I get it. It's kind of hard. It takes a lot of effort to make sure that it doesn't work that way, and you're trying to just Zeus everything in. Otherwise, yeah, just gonna home in on A&A best squad. Let's go. Otherwise, I'm good.
All right. Zone.
Regarding the mission, at some point I had a feeling people are getting spawned behind us. That was a little bit, don't want to say frustrating, but annoying. They came up quite fast. Sure, we didn't clear a building and recon in the beginning, but that was a bit surprising. In terms of mission, like the signals, why do the team leads have their own frequency assigned if only the team lead has a radio in the beginning? That doesn't make any sense to me. Secondly, the American squad was assigned, the squad lead was in the same team as the platoon with the squad medic, I assume. Why was it like thrown in the same corner basically as platoon? And why did Alpha squad lead, or not Alpha squad lead, Apache squad lead did not have its own long range radio? That was just confusing a little bit. Maybe it's just from another mission, like where everyone has radios or something, but that was unusual, more confusing than benefiting. In terms of friendly fire and everything, the Americans try to focus to, as far as I know, at least stick with the radios given to them. Therefore, secondly, the Americans had the platoon lead / mission lead. So therefore, we try to stick with what platoon lead's orders are. In the end, as far as I know, all communications between Americans and all requests from A&A from Draken on the long range has been answered. There have not been enough questions or messages sent if there was confusion. But as far as I noticed, and as much as I could pay attention to a long range in this time, everything has been answered. So communication, maybe you need to ask more, or maybe you need to ask questions that benefit, where the answers are more benefiting to you as well. So what you're asking on long range is maybe also a question. Secondly, the first contact, the first blue and blue on the roadblock, you've came to the same position where we just engaged enemies, so that it's also a little bit on you. Of course, there's confusion, and that's quite normal, especially if most rifles didn't have like any scopes. It might be a bit more difficult to PID. So therefore, don't bring yourself in a position where you can be friendly fired. If coordination is a bit better, there wouldn't be so much friendly fire in the end of the day. The situation with the helicopter, yeah, not ideal, but that's how it went, and that's how I think it's often the case. In real life, when your team is using vehicles which are also used by the enemies, you might want to be clear where your current position is.
That's all, Zone, because I got another PTS.
One question about the second roadblock where we had the first engagement, basically. did the roadblock engage us, or have we been engaged by insurgent?
The roadblock did. Yeah.
So okay.
The roadblock was Afghan National Police, suspected and Afghan National Police, but they turned out to be hostile. Possibly like either they were turned to the insurgents, or they were actually insurgents in enemy uniforms. We do not know. But end of the day, Afghan National Police or people in Afghan National Police uniforms fired upon you guys at the second roadblock.
Okay.
Next BTS, because there's still a couple. Li.
Well, first of all, for how stressed Murray was, very good flying overall. Even the crash landing was good because we still were alive at the end of it. So thumbs up on that. One thing a couple things actually I did want to address was just the friendly fire, especially as a door gunner with no GPS. We just had to rely on the map and markers, and communication was very grainy. So when we kept asking for a map marker, that would have been helpful. We would have known where you are exactly at all times. That's where miscommunication happened. So sorry about the friendly fire on our end. And secondly, when we were told to PID targets, it's kind of hard to do that at 200 kph plus when your little dots in the distance. But overall, helicopter did pretty well. I enjoyed flying around with those guys.
All right. Next person, Martin.
Yeah, it's the first roadblock where we could drive through, which shoot us after we passed. It was kind of strange. And the second thing is, sometimes if I had to reach Pelican and they didn't answer, I switched to their 200 and talked to them there. Maybe that's the reason why sometimes, not always, was there an answer to their request.
I had to answer for Mary a bunch.
Yeah.
Over 77.
That was also kind of strange, so sorry for it.
Was the helicopter like two door gunners and a pilot, or was the pilot, co-pilot, door gunner?
It was two door gunners and a pilot.
Okay, because in this case, maybe one door gunner should take communications and more or less command.
Well, that's pretty much what
over
I
it.
did. I took
tried.
most of the radio comms from Mary.
Yeah.
Also, since we were gunning and stuff, we had time to check the map. So if you call out numbers over the radio, like a grid, that was a hard time for us to try to find you. Instead of just marking yourself on the map, we would have found you right away.
In this point, we only had GPSs in the vehicle. It was really difficult for the people on the ground as well to figure out where the fuck we actually are. And if we can give you, while we're in a firefight, the grid drift directly, it's easier for us than, okay, that's a grid drift. Let me check on the map. Oh, what was it? Did I miss a number? Because I thought we were there, but we are not there. So that makes it easier for the people sending to give you the more detailed data at the end of the day.
Okay.
Guys, have your discussion after the debrief. Now, going twice, going once, end of official debrief. Thank you all for attending. Sign up for the Wednesday event will be up tomorrow at 1800 UTC at usual, or at least around it. If you've got any event suggestion or anything you want to say, please check event discussions and event suggestions on our Discord. Yeah. Is Chop still here?
No.
All right. As for the enemies, give me a second. I'll explain about a few things I saw while
Okay.
Did he just cut himself out?
No, he muted himself while speaking.
I think he just died.
Something's happening. It might
No,
be
but,
that his.
but like
that his...
I don't know.
Let
Like,
me.
I'm back. So quick thing. The helicopter got shot down by small arms fire. Keep that in mind. You hovered at some point, and that probably damaged you. You can check my stream. I tried to keep firing at you most of the time without even aiming down sight, but nonetheless, seemed like AI managed to land a couple of hits on your engine, so that got you fucked. For the enemies spawning nearby, unless I did something I didn't intend to, most enemies were spawned in the compounds nearby and were sent to your location, or at the bomb factory situation, or at the like last bit of fight, the helices. Those were spawned like around the click 700 meters away with drive there dismount order, basically reinforcement module. So most of the enemies were spawned ahead of time. But yeah.
Yeah, my statement was regarding when by the checkpoint where the firefight ensued. But it wasn't easy to keep Overwatch in all directions, so it felt like it. Not made accusance, but it felt like it.
Alright, let's see. I think around the roadblock I did spawn them kind of close, but they were mainly teams of twos behind the walls and the trees. But yeah.
Question for us.
Go ahead.
The when we just cleared the ID factory, there was 2 trucks before the tank rolled up. Were those stuck? Because I just shot them with the AT and it just blew up.
No idea. Ask AI, not me. I'm about to break my goddamn phone. Alright.
Have a tendency to just like accidentally drop their phone on the ground a lot, and since their phone's shit like mine, the battery kind of jostles around and it restarts the phone.
I had that problem with my old phone.
I don't know.
But yeah, let's see.
A face when your phone has more RAM than your computer has VRAM.
Well,
did we lose only 2 boomsticks?
Well, yeah, civilians kind of stole some, but yeah.
Okay.
One thing.
Question, quick. Which
Yes.
vehicle got the other rocket stick stolen from?
Thank you, Humvee.
All 3.
Yeah.
The
So I
M2
would
Humvee.
spawn a civilian and they would run up to the vehicle. I was trying to talk to one of you guys, but you guys walked away. So I just went up to your Humvee and started taking rockets one at a time and then running away with them and then spawning another AI.
There's also the ANA, how he didn't kill the ambulance and the ambulance driver, and we questioned him for a bit, and then we told him to go on his way. I think I'm pretty proud of that moment there. Because we were gonna like just open up on them and blow them all up because we thought it was an IED thing, but we're like, wait a second, no, this is totally be a civilian. Let's just not kill them for once.
The whole point of missions with VBIDs is to have a hard time with IDing your targets, because at least I can tell you this, there is sometimes a karma system. If you end up killing too many civilians will actually end up turning against you because you're just shooting civilians at that point. It's hard to be ID, and that's why warning shots exist.
At this time, I just make my note, if it's not a campaign, if it's a single mission, shoot civilians on sight.
Yeah, and that's where you don't cry when Zeus send up armed civilians against you and they start killing you, cause at that point again,
skill level to the max.
Again, if you do that during events, it also could fall under griefing and trolling if you're doing it for like literally without following the warner, which did say at briefing warning shots.
I hope it is aware that this was a joke.
Yeah, I know my situation zone. I don't make difference between jokes, but since Jobs mentioned it, in the future there won't be hopefully too much issues with presets, but we'll see. We'll start creating presets. Fucking Chubbs was confused. Where's Chubbs?
He left. He's in Pocket Neater.
He got bored.
Alright. Might end up making a little mission in Fallujah. Who's interested? Retrieving
map.
downed A10 pilot.
Would be
I
good.
actually have an op I'm working on in that town.
What was the A10 which was flying over?
That was just a bomb strike to take out the mortar that was firing on you guys.
Ah, okay.
Hey, no
Like,
ass.
yeah?
He is Zeus helper with your Fallout mission.
Probably not. It's a mini event.
When was it?
Also, Zeus Helper, if there is one, it's kind of claimed by Vagabond at this point.
Yeah, Vagabond's been harassing Nomass.
But I'm the big Fallout fan here.
The good kind of harassing or the bad kind?
Yes.
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 Man.
So just if you want to risk it and talk to Vagabond, feel free to, but I
Don't
do not
risk it.
suggest
Don't.
it. Yes, it's not a good idea.
Hey,
Oh,
he's
fun.
in chat room 1 if you want to talk to him, but
Try it.
Not a good
any
idea.
of the ANA guys going to Sir 1 or whatever?
Yeah, I'm joining it now.
Hey guys, good night. We're ending for today, I guess, and yeah, fun.